Seeing players flying through the air is what the game of basketball is about. And in this video, we will look back at the 25 craziest dunks in NBA history. We take off with the guy who was named the human highlight reel. And if you're wondering why, here is the proof.
This ball picked out by Rollins. Looks like the Hawks want to run. They find Wilkins. Look out! Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique Wilkins was among the best dunkers back in the 1980s. And we love how he threw this one on Larry Bird's head. Another player who left his mark on NBA history with his high-flying ability was Vince Carter.
20 from downtown this year. 20 of Vince Carter showing you some of the highlights.
He wasted no time when he got into the league. And we can make a sick highlight video only with the dunks from his rookie season. One of those is this reverse jam against the Indiana Pacers. Speaking of rookie seasons, not many of you remember when Kobe Bryant was a rook.
Sub yet. Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk. Woo!
I think that's what the fans came to see. And you talk about elevation. He went up.
He joined the Lakers straight out of high school and let everybody know that he was real by dunking over Ben Wallace, a dude who would later win 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards. The ability to dunk is way more exciting when we see the short guys do that.
Missed by Walker, rebound by Adams, his 6th. Morant blows by Primo, attack!
Ja Morant put his foot on the gas on this one and made everybody look small. Dunking on people is the real deal, especially when the big guy tries to block what is inevitable.
And continue to take the shots they're taking.
14-13, Portland back in front. LeBron turned the corner, inside!
Jusuf Nurkic got up trying to stop LeBron, but he was hit by a train and quickly realized who the king of the NBA was. We move on with Corey Brewer when this journeyman was in Minnesota.
Blocked away. Not for a lack of effort. Fish in the middle.
The Wolves went on a 3-1 fast break against the Lakers when Brewer took off over Derek Fisher. If you don't find this dunk impressive at first sight, wait until you see the replay.
Corey Brewer. So Fish was worried about jumping outside of the arc. Brewer didn't know he...
At number 19, we go back to LeBron James's first stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2008.
This again, a Smith screen.
The Boston Celtics were the super team at the time and moved past the Cavs on the way to winning the championship. But Kevin Garnett definitely remembers this one. J.R. Smith was one of the most electrifying players when he was in the league.
So you can kind of see how it's affecting Tony Parker.
Probably the best dunk of his career came when he was with the Denver Nuggets. He went coast to coast as the shot clock expired and took off, leaving Gary Neal on the floor. Do you remember the Warriors before Steph Curry came into the league? They were known as the We Believe Warriors, led by Baron Davis.
There's a lot of good things will happen, not just within scoring, but then also...
In 2007, against Utah, the Dubs' point guard drove in for a hammer on Andrei Kirilenko's head. That's what happens when you're left by yourself in the paint. But there are players who dunk on the entire defense. Just like MJ, Kobe Bryant enjoyed playing in Madison Square Garden.
If I was a team out there and knew that the Knicks might want to trade him, man, I'd sure be trying to get him.
Back in 2003, Kobe was taking over. Not just the Lakers, but the entire league. When the Lakers were in the Big Apple, Kobe gave the fans a dunk to remember. He drove past Latrell Sprewell by the baseline, finishing with a reverse jam. More than a decade later, another superstar had an amazing dunk at the basketball mecca.
Knocked away and stolen. Here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the line. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Bucks' Chris Middleton stole the ball and threw an alley-oop pass for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak couldn't care less if somebody stood in his way and dunked the ball while flying over Tim Hardaway Jr. At number 14, we got LeBron again.
Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers.
Even when he moved from Cleveland to Miami, the Celtics were his biggest rivals in the East. It was the 2013 playoffs when Jason Terry unfortunately lost the ball. And before he found where it actually went, LeBron smashed him to the floor. If there is someone who can pull off such sick in-game dunks, that has to be Ant.
Ooh, they were lucky that wasn't turned over. Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish with the exclamation point.
Anthony Edwards has quickly made a name for himself as one of the newest high-flying players in the league. During his rookie season, the Wolves' guard threw down the dunk of the year, crashing Yuta Watanabe. Before LeBron James and Dwayne Wade were teammates on the Heat, they were rivals while the King was with the Cavs.
Here's James. He was looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it.
In 2009, Wade got a loose ball from LeBron, and on the other end of the floor, he dunked so hard on Anderson Varejao, this dude lost orientation under the rim. Gerald Green felt how it is to lose the job in the NBA, and once he got back, he wanted to leave his mark in the league.
Quickly, up the court, Brooks to Green! Oh, did he go up the ladder?
Probably the best dunk of his career came in 2012 when he was with the New Jersey Nets and went with his head above the rim for a windmill dunk. Just crazy. Before we move on with the top 10, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification button. We go into the top 10 with the move simply called the dunk. It was the last minute of Game 2 of the 1993 Eastern Conference Finals between the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan, as usual, was dominating the Knicks, but this time, he ended up being on the wrong side of the poster.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Starks. Yes! What a move by Starks!
When John Starks drove by the baseline and dunked it with his left hand. We go way back to 1989 for number 9. If you're still wondering if white players can dunk, just look at Tom Chambers.
KJ to Chambers. Jam!
The Suns played the Knicks when Chambers went to a fast break and dunked over Mark Jackson. Chambers looked like Superman when he took off. And in the next play, we have Superman himself. When Shaquille O'Neal came to the NBA in 1992, everyone was aware that the league had not seen a beast like that ever before.
Was starting, Bowie was coming off the bench as O'Neal follows and almost and does bring down the entire backcourt.
In his rookie season, Shaq sent the league a message that the basket constructions needed some updates. For number 7, we are back in the Bulls vs. Knicks series, this time in 1991. On the way to his first ever NBA championship, Michael Jordan and the Bulls cruised past New York.
Michael double teamed on the drive, in from the left, gets chased into the corner, comes right back. Oh,
And Jordan's dunk on Patrick Ewing is one of the best plays in NBA history. During the 2010 season, the Los Angeles Clippers were one of the hottest teams in the league, often being called Lob City. The main reason for that was Blake Griffin.
It's a physical game.
And we got him at number 6, dunking all over Kendrick Perkins. We get into the top 5 dunks with Tracy McGrady, who was known for winning back-to-back scoring titles at the beginning of the 2000s. And he was also one of the best dunkers at the time. And one of the highlights of his career was this dunk over Sean Bradley. At number 4, we got Kobe Bryant in his prime.
Backcourt, the Lakers trail at 82-74.
Oh, Kobe hammers it home right over the top of Josh Howard. And this is a Kobe Bryant playing with a very...
Dwight Howard was one of the most athletic and best defensive players in the league at the time. But Kobe showed him who runs the league. We go back to Lob City for number 3. This time, we got DeAndre Jordan catching the alley-oop from Chris Paul for one of the most humiliating dunks of all time.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob.
The crowd was left in awe, and even the Clippers bench could not believe what they just saw. Remember Vince Carter from the beginning of the video? We got him at number 2.
Alonzo Mourning changing a shot.
This lead of 8, Miami's largest of the game, but talk about large. How about that slam dunk from Vince Carter?
With this masterpiece dunk over Alonzo Mourning. And at number 1, we go back to 1994.
Myers for Pippen. Oh, Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate it.
And we got Scottie Pippen dunking over Patrick Ewing for the best in-game dunk of all time. If you like that more than Patrick Ewing did, check out our other videos.